What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, I have yet another small account video for you guys. I know you guys absolutely love these kind of videos, so if you guys do enjoy, make sure to click that like button as well as commenting down below, letting me know that you want more in the future. But as always, before we can hop to the video, what I need you guys to do is make sure to click that like as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. So I would say a majority of people, when they first start trading, they are not coming into the market with, $50,000 accounts, $100,000 accounts. More than likely, they're coming in with a small amount of capital. Me personally, when I started trading, I started with only $270 and flipped that into a little over 10 grand. However, as always, I'm very honest on this channel. I did end up losing around 50% of that $10,000, but still $270 into around 5 grand is a very good way to start off a trading career. So in this video, I do want to talk about some of the steps that I've taken, as well as something very important that a lot of traders do not focus on. But yeah, let's hop into it. So the very first thing, when you are a small account, you don't get the luxury of being able to purchase 5, 10, 15 contracts, so on and so forth. So now, many years after I started trading, I'm at that point where I can buy a decent amount of contracts, right? So say we go into a Facebook trade and we end up purchasing 10 contracts. Well, as a small account, you're not going to be able to do that, and you're not going to be able to trim as Facebook is going up in your favor. Somebody who's trading with a much larger account and is able to buy, 10, 15, 20 contracts, they are able to trim on the way up, secure profits, and then eventually cut once the stock hits break even or a little below their entry point. So when you're a small account, more than likely you're only going to be buying around 1 to 2 contracts. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I just did a one-on-one with somebody and we went into a deep conversation about this. But yeah, let's say you're a small account and you're only able to buy 1 to 2 contracts. Well, when you're a small account, I would say the main thing is you don't want to be focusing on growing that account as quickly as possible. You want to be focusing on creating consistency and building your account. So if you're starting with $1,000, you should not be looking to flip that into 10 grand within next week. Is that possible? Yes, highly unlikely, however. So instead, you want to be focusing on the little goals. Say you start with 1,000. Maybe today you want to be aiming for $50 profit. The next day, $50 profit. Well, at that point in 2 days, your account's already up 10%. What if you make $50 the following day and then the following day after that? Well, your account's up 20% in just 4 trading days. And again, that adds up over time. And once you build the consistency and you start seeing, what are the exact setups that you like to trade, you're going to be able to up your position size and you're going to be able to profit substantially. And that's going to be one of the biggest things, the consistency part. I always preach about this on my channel. I only take A+ setups. Over the years that I've been trading, I keep track of almost every single trade I take. One of the biggest suggestions that I have for any new trader or somebody who's testing a new strategy is going to be taking a screenshot of your next 50 trades. Yes, 50 trades. What you are going to notice with those 50 trades is in the losing ones, there's going to be one specific thing that you're going to be able to identify. Maybe the volume's a little light, maybe it's a little overextended from the moving averages, and that's what resulted in it being a losing trade. However, what you're going to notice about the winning trades is going to be the most important, because once you realize just a basic strategy of what an A+ setup is for you, those are the trades that I go heavier in, and those are the same exact trades that I look to trade every single day. So just taking a look real quick at 3 different trades that I've taken. The first one was on Tesla. What I want you guys to notice, it's holding above VWAP, 8 EMA, 21 EMA. It has an orb. So here's the opening high of the 10-minute candle. It's squeezing. If you guys don't know how to use the TTM squeeze, I will be leaving a link down in the description. Make sure you guys do watch that video. As soon as Tesla was able to break above the high of the orb, which was at 918.41, this thing ran all the way up to 935, and I was able to profit a little over $1,600 within 8 minutes. If we go on over to this Netflix trade, same thing, 1 minute squeeze. Here's the pre-market high. What were we waiting for? A break above the pre-market high, and that's where we went long, and we rode this thing literally all the way up to the price target of 197.41. If we head on over to this SPY example, it's the same thing. It's squeezing, it's trading in this range. Once it broke above the high day, that's when we went long. And this thing ran all the way to a high of around 416 from 413.4. So again, over my time trading, I have been able to identify what an A+ setup looks like. And those are basically the only trades that I take. It's just a different stock every single day. Or maybe I get the same exact setup multiple times in a day. But either way, it is the same setup almost every single time. That's why focusing on the consistency and finding A+ setups is going to be very, very important in growing your small account. Now, the other thing is just going to be basic risk management. You should never be using more than 10 to 15% of your account at all times. So if you're a $1,000 trading account, you should never be using more than 10 to 15%, which is going to equal 100 to 150 bucks. If let's say you put $500 into a trade and that trade goes against you, typically with my day trades, I'm willing to lose around like 20%. So I always position myself where if the contract went against me by 20, if I'm swing trading, I'm positioning myself in a way where if I were to lose 50%, I'm okay with the loss. So right away, right off the bat, I'm already determining what I am willing to lose. It's no surprise if the trade goes against me. We already know what we're willing to lose. Now, if I'm willing to lose 20%, I should also be willing to make 20%. So a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Now, as a small account, again, you don't get the luxury of trimming, which kind of sucks, but what you can do is as the stock goes in your favor, move your stop loss up. So maybe your stop loss on a day trade is negative 20% first and the contracts are up plus 15%. Okay, move your stop loss to negative 10% or even negative 5%. That way you're now trading at a risk reward of around 1.5 to 1 or 3 to 1, depending where you move your stop loss. Maybe the trade is up now 25%. Move your stop loss to break even. That way, at that point, all you're doing is playing with the house's money. And maybe the contract goes up 30 to 40%. You're like, all right, I like my profit. I'm going to dip out and I'll come back and trade tomorrow. So really focusing on the consistency, the A+ setups, and proper risk management is how you're going to efficiently be able to grow a small account. And again, these are the exact steps that I took to get me to where I'm at now. Now, is it going to be easy to get to this point? No, there's been plenty of times where, I contemplated giving up trading because it got way too hard. I was struggling a lot. I became emotional. That's why I always resort back to those A+ setups. Again, just over time, I've noticed that those exact setups, the 3 that I showed you guys, those are my highest probability. That's why every single time I see them, I end up entering the trade and then just applying basic risk management. But yeah, that was just a quick little small account video. Again, I know not a lot of people start off with a lot of capital, so hopefully this video did help you guys. If it did, as always, make sure to click that like button as well as commenting down below, letting me know that you did enjoy the video, because I will definitely make more small account videos in the future. But if you guys could, make sure to click that subscribe as well as that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Let's run it up to 50K subscribers. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.